Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. We are back with the Harlequins. We are getting them on the canvas today. So, I've already made a start with cutting out because it's cutting out. I'm going to start transferring so you see how I do that bit. But I'll only show you, how I'm going to make them a mirror image of one another. That's going to be like this. And then we'll cut back again once they are fully transferred, because there's going to be a lot of cutting a piece out at a time. Transferring it to both. And then copy and paste, basically. Rinse and repeat. I did a little test, I'll show you in a moment. The pencil might work. For the sort of watercolour effect across the background. I did a little test on the back where it's folded over. The slightest of movement going on, that's alright. And what we're going to do, tiniest little pencil dot there, flip this over, line it up, and hopefully we will have these in exactly the same position. Just flipped. Yep, I reckon there. Yep. So we're going to go with that. Boom. Lovely. Pretty much there for there. So all we're going to do from this point on is start taking a piece away at a time. So this is going to be the easiest, most obvious piece to take away. and then flip it and do the same. And then this is how we're going to do the whole thing. Is take it a piece away at a time, transfer it, flip it, and just keep going until we've got the whole image. So we'll do a couple more just so you can see, but then we'll cut it there. And then we'll get on with the painting. So I think this will be the next most obvious piece to do. All you've got to remember when you're doing this is to go, because you've cut through that pencil line, so press it up the tiniest of bit so it'll be back in line with itself. Otherwise you'll slowly, if you work from the top down or from the bottom up, move the pattern further and further down, then the bits won't match up. So I think we can probably cut the toes off and the foot. And then probably this swirl here, because as we get further in it's going to get more and more interesting to do, and I might even get the old craft knife out to keep that exactly where it should be, otherwise you'll end up with a star that you're roughly trying to place. If we cut it right out the middle there, we can place it exactly. So yeah, I am going to go for this curve next. That bit or this bit, there's more to go. I tend to, as a rule of thumb, go with the bigger piece that you've got to work with, because you've got more lines to reference to make sure it is where it should be. We're looking at there. Did I not put the neckline in? Oh, I did. I'm just running straight through again. That's good. I thought I'd not put the neckline in, but I was just incredibly on the line, which was very nice. Satisfying to realise. That arm's going to be interesting. In fact, most points from here on are going to be interesting. What would be the better point to go at next? Maybe would be that piece, just get the tricky bit over and done with. Down here we've got this. We'd probably take this piece out here first, because then that will free up this leg, and then we can take this piece and then just straight across, and then possibly this piece. We're not going to weaken the whole structure by taking a nugget out of the middle there. Yeah, let's we'll do it. Well, we'll leave that there. As far as the video goes, when you come back, it'll all be transferred. When I come back as well, it'll all be transferred. And then we will start the line work and do a similar thing then. We'll go a little bit of lining so you can see what I'm doing. And then when we flash back, it'll all be lined. So we'll go for backing a little bit. And we'll get this transfer and starting the lines all in a oneer. And then we'll see where we're at after that. So back in a little bit. Now for the great outlining. So I'm going to make a start. And then when we cut back again, it'll all magically be done. So let me pop this one out the way for now. Let's see. Will that be too thin? No, that's a good one, but it's already fizzing out. Try this one. We can always swap. I've already stirred the paint. What I will do is usually I'd sort of, well, in certain things I'd fill the black in as I'm going since I've got the black out. But so I don't slip up along the way and start blacking in burnt sugar on either one of them, I'm just going to go outright outline all the way first. And then once all the outlines done on both of them, I'll go back and black, and then burnt sugar. The paint's starting to clog up the brush. It's not flowing so well. Well done. Fantastic. So I am going to pause there for you. There'll be a few cuts, and hopefully my editing would have got better so the cuts can be a bit more jazzy and a bit more fluid. And when we come back for the end of this little video, the other one will be at the exact same point. So I'll see you in but a moment. And come that point, number 2 will be magically done. Right, we are back. We have outlined and I've started to trickle into the black. I know who's going to be who now. So this one's going to be black detail with burnt sugar as the main suit, and this one's going to be black's main suit, burnt sugar detail. So I'm going to crack on with the black a little bit, and then we'll fast forward, skip, cut, whichever one I do in editing, to the end of the black. And bringing out the burnt sugar. So let's get a little bit of this on the roll. Just give this a stir because it has been a little bit. Took the girls out. So we are also going to get what we can done before the day is out. And hopefully get these finished. Probably not today, maybe tomorrow. But I need to do some other recording as well. So what I was doing was a little bit of back and forth as I was going. So I was doing a little bit on this guy and then a little bit on that guy. I think you'll see why. I'm going to start editing a little bit more. And you can always just let me know in the comments if you do prefer to see the whole thing. Or I can even try one day. So I tried it in the past but I didn't have much luck time lapsing. You know, just basically speeding it up. I somehow in the past always managed to, and miss it despite playing it back. Fast forward the whole thing, or like the portion, rather, yeah, that's it. And then it would play the portion in slow motion again afterwards, so it wouldn't actually save any time, it would just add time to the viewing. We'll see. I think I've just got to spend a day playing with DaVinci Resolve. See if I can work some more things out. I was having a bit more of a think, so I have updated the description part, or the about me, whichever one it's called now. And I have put on there what the schedule for release is. It's not wholly, it's not fine-tuned right now. It's just a case of it'll be like videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so I guess they're anything from 10 minutes to an hour plus, but I am working on the editing, so they'll start to get a bit more bite size. And then shorts on Tuesday, Thursday and hopefully Saturday. Now I did do that, well, whilst I'm recording this, last Saturday. So I'm going to try and keep that up. And there is going to be a mix of recording with background music put in and recording that's just me talking in the sounds of what I'm doing. That's as per a request from a subscriber. They will eventually all transition, unless I hear otherwise, to all just me and the sounds of what I'm doing. That's the plan, but there's going to be a few that I've already edited and uploaded that are gonna have the background music in. So there's a few of those to go through yet, and they're mainly the long ones from what I remember. A lot of the ones where I've tried to be a bit more sensible with my time, that should just be me speaking. And like I say, the sounds of what I'm doing. Yeah, like I say, I'm unsure whether I'll try. If I do speed up, I will slow it back down whenever I'm talking. That's what I'll try and do. And what I was thinking as far as being a bit more specific with the releases, because I'd mentioned before I was thinking of, making Mondays one theme, Wednesdays another theme, and Fridays another. I think the shorts are always going to be random, so you'll never know what you're going to get. But I'm thinking, or I'm dabbling with the idea of, because resin is proving really popular at the moment, both with myself and with viewers. So I was thinking of making Resin Monday, painting/drawing Wednesdays, and everything else Friday. There's a lot of other things that I do, but perhaps not so much as I will be doing resin at the moment anyway. I'm having so much fun with that, and there's so many different things you can do with it. And then that'll, like I say, that'll leave Friday for the random things, like whatever I'm doing with little odd kits, sculpture. I do a fair bit of that. I think that's probably where I'm gonna go at the moment, but we'll see when I next update that. I think it'll be beneficial for all of you. I'm quite happy to sort of go a bit here and a bit there, but for people, making it easier for people who want to actually catch things, specific things. It will be better to have a more structured release. Well, let me know what you think. If you like the sound of that, or if you like not knowing what you're going to get on the video release days. It's got to be what you lot would like, what you lot would find enjoyable. I enjoy it all, so it's a win-win for me. And we are going to call it here. There's an abrupt stop coming up soon, plus I get carried away with the recording. So thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I do hope you've enjoyed this. When we come back, we will start with the burnt sugar, or the black will be done. And like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all again so much. I hope you're enjoying this. Like I say, a bit carried away with the recording on this one, so there might be the occasional intro and outro that I have to add during editing. Yeah, a little bit more fluid in the next Picasso piece. So we'll look forward to that. Thank you so much. Take care and see you in the next one.